The Warrior Jahzara and the Prince, a Love Forged in Fire. Princess Jahzara stood at the highest point of the cliffs overlooking her kingdom of Ethiopia, her dark skin shimmering in the sunlight, a fierce determination burning in her eyes. She was a warrior unlike any other, respected and feared by all who crossed her path. Her people looked up to her with admiration and gratitude, knowing that she would do whatever it took to protect them from any threat that loomed on the horizon. The lush green valleys and towering mountains spread out before her as a testament to the beauty and strength of her homeland. One fateful day, a neighboring kingdom launched a surprise attack on Ethiopia, catching Princess Jahzara and her army off guard. In the chaos of battle, she came face to face with the enemy prince, a young man named Malik. Their swords clashed in a symphony of war, but instead of feeling hatred towards him, Princess Jahzara saw a flicker of doubt in Malik's eyes, a hesitation that spoke of his inner turmoil. It was in that moment that she realized there was more to this conflict than met the eye, and a seed of curiosity and compassion was planted in her heart. The air was thick with the scent of sweat and iron as the sound of clashing swords and battle cries filled the air, mingling with the pained cries of the wounded. As Princess Jahzara spent more time with Malik, she discovered that he too was conflicted about the war. He shared his fears and doubts with her, and they found themselves drawn to each other despite the enmity between their kingdoms. Their forbidden love grew stronger with each stolen moment, blossoming in the midst of chaos and bloodshed. Their clandestine meetings under the light of the moon and the cover of darkness became a sanctuary from the harsh reality of their divided loyalties. The rustle of the wind in the trees and the distant hoot of an owl were the only witnesses to their love, a love that dared to defy the boundaries of war and hate. Just when they thought they had found a way to be together, their romance was discovered by Princess Jahzara's closest advisor, a treacherous man who saw their love as a threat to his own ambitions. He wasted no time in betraying them to the king, who was outraged by his daughter's betrayal. Princess Jahzara and Malik were torn apart and thrown into separate dungeons, destined to face a cruel fate for their forbidden love. The cold, damp stones of the dungeon pressed in around them, a stark contrast to the warmth of each other's presence that they now longed for with every fiber of their beings. As Princess Jahzara languished in her cell, her spirits broken and her future uncertain, she felt a deep sense of despair wash over her. She believed that all hope was lost, that she would never be able to see Malik again or make amends for the pain she had caused her people. In her darkest hour, she found solace in the memories of the time she had spent with Malik and the love that had blossomed between them against all odds. The flickering torchlight cast shadows on the walls of her cell, painting scenes of joy and sorrow from her past with vivid clarity, urging her to hold onto the light of their love in the midst of overwhelming darkness. Drawing strength from her love for Malik and her unwavering belief in a better future, Princess Jahzara realized that she could not give up. With a newfound resolve, she made a daring escape from her prison and set out to find Malik, determined to set things right and bring peace to their warring kingdoms. Her steps were swift and purposeful as she moved through the shadows of the night, her heart beating in time with the rhythm of her determination. The crisp night air was filled with the scent of freedom and the promise of redemption. Despite the overwhelming odds stacked against them, Princess Jahzara and Malik refused to back down. They risked everything to stand up to their families, to the advisors and generals who sought to keep them apart. With courage and sheer determination, they found a way to bridge the gap between their kingdoms and bring peace to the land once and for all. Their love became a beacon of hope in a world torn apart by hate and war, a symbol of unity and understanding that would endure for generations to come. As they stood side by side, hand in hand, overlooking the now peaceful kingdoms, they knew that they had achieved the impossible and created a future where love triumphed over all. And with that, Princess Jahzara and Malik lived happily ever after, their names etched in history as the saviors of their people and the architects of a new era of peace and prosperity. The sun rose on the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and gold, a new dawn breaking over a land that had been ravaged by conflict but was now bathed in the warm embrace of peace.